man was working on a house by himself when he makes a dark discovery. A construction worker named Dave from California made a shocking discovery inside of an apartment unit that's undergoing construction work. The place had recently went ablaze a few years back, and unfortunately, it took the life of a 3-year-old girl along with it. And as he's working on the wall by her bedroom window, he noticed something's not right.
Look what the fuck I see on the ground. Those are not an adult-sized footprint. One into the wall. This is where her bed was at, right here. I talked to the owner, I video called him and everything. And I've been here and little kids laughing. I mean, I just thought it was coming from outside. But it's like a little, I felt something go like this in my ear. And yeah, I hear all the activity coming from that closet. And right here, but this really baffled me. Like I said, nobody else has the keys. There's no kids in here. I lock up everything. It's a 4-unit complex. Nobody's in here. Nobody been in here. There's an alarm system. So we got paranormal activity. Look at these little feet. Look at these little cute little feet. If you're in here, ghosts, I mean no harm. I'm Uncle Dave. You call me Uncle Dave. Just fixing up your room for you. Okay? Yeah. I believe in ghosts. So if you have anything paranormal, share it on Ghost. But man, I work in every environment, even if it's haunted. You know? But yeah. You know? But yeah. Say something. If you hear some ghosts or whatever, or capture those activities, share it, man.
Just beside him, the man sees a fresh trail of small footprints on the concrete dust, as if a baby or toddler walked by him towards the wall. He explains he kept hearing kids' laughter and noises inside, which he found all the more strange, but he didn't notice. While concluding the video, the faint, disembodied voice of a child can be heard saying hi.
Yeah. You know?
Not seeing anyone inside or outside, while keeping the whole place locked down with keys, including an alarm system, Dave's left with no other explanation but to think of the paranormal. Could this be the restless spirit of the girl whose life was tragically taken in that very bedroom, residually haunting the place? Although a clear explanation remains, Dave shows to make peace if anything really is haunting the room.
How would you explain that? I mean, to me, there's no other explanation except that place is freaking haunted.
He heard someone was in the back seat, but as he looked through the mirror, he sees this. A man named Quique was driving through Plaza Lomas del Norte in Saltillo, Mexico, when he heard someone was in the back of his car.
¿Qué onda, raza? Venía aquí manejando en Lomas de Lourdes y escuché un ruido acá atrás del asiento de atrás.
So he turns around and looks behind him and makes a horrific discovery.
Y me paré para ver qué onda. Y estoy viendo allá al fondo se ve.
He sees the figure of a woman in white standing by a hill in the same area where he heard someone in the backseat of his car.
Una mujer. Iba a irme por allá, pero pura madre. Miren.
The man then decides to pass through there again to see who this is when he sees this.
Vamos a ver qué onda. Vamos a darle rápido. A la verga, si es una pinche señora. Miren, 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 miren.
Wow.
¡Oh, la verga!
He sees the woman is just standing there ominously, completely still.
Aquí vamos a pasar de nuevo. A ver si sigue ahí.
Could this strange figure be responsible for the man hearing someone in the backseat of his car when he drove by there? Let me know what you think.
No, I don't think so. That's probably just some crazy lady standing on top of a shed or whatever she was standing on top of.
Our families gathered together, mourning the loss of a loved one when this happened. A woman woman from Mexico named Ale Valencia has been posting update videos regarding her sister's declining health. Michelle, who's battling cancer, stayed positive, hoping to make it out, but just recently, Ale would post an update. Michelle unfortunately lost the battle. The family with broken hearts gathered together to mourn her memories when suddenly, as they're recording a balloon next to her memorial, something shocking happens. The balloon begins to float towards her younger brother, whom she wasn't able to say goodbye to. The balloon floats to him and begins to move in a certain way, leaning forward, pressing against her brother several times before. Inexplicably, her brother jumps forward and looks behind him in a scared expression. According to her brother, someone or something had touched him. Judging by his reaction, the way he just suddenly stood up, moving away from it after feeling something touch his back, made viewers worry. This might not be her sister's spirit after all, but something far more sinister.
Oh, this gave me chills. YouTube, quick pause for the cause. If you're enjoying this, like it, subscribe. Come on back. I want to see you again. Let's get back to some scary ass videos.
He was using the bathroom when he noticed something's inside the vent. A disturbing and mysterious video was posted by this user. While in the bathroom, they suddenly hear these crawling noises, like if something up in the ceiling is desperately scraping against metal. As they look up to see who or what's up there, they notice this strange creature is inside the air vent. Whatever this is begins to desperately thrash around its limbs at the air vent, trying to get inside. The creature's black and slender limbs convince many viewers this is some sort of massive bug, or even some saying it's an alien trying to break in. But if you look closely enough, you might be able to see what exactly this could be. Based on its movement pattern, with its limbs pressing against the vent, and the sounds it's making, this looks to me like some sort of bird walking up there. It's not uncommon for birds to use open vents like these as nests in some occasions, and this right here is probably a couple of birds wandering too deep into the ventilation system. But without an official source, we're left to wonder just what exactly was in that vent.
Some people are just so dumb, right? Oh, aliens trying to break in, really?
This is why you should always be alert when driving in foreign countries. This shocking dashcam footage from Bangladesh was uploaded onto Reddit by user Siam, showing how a man's quick reaction and problem solving saved his life. The man is ambushed with debris on the road, blocking his path. Then the criminals rush out. But his quick thinking leaves the men behind as they throw their weapons. More guys begin to appear behind, trying to stop the vehicle by all means, but they're not able to catch up. This man's ability to stay calm and drive fast enough in reverse saved them from an elaborate ambush involving multiple armed men, barely escaping this very dangerous encounter.
That's crazy. That just shows you, like, what are on these roads, especially if you're driving in the middle of nowhere, let alone in another country. Right? Now it gets me thinking, if I'm on one of these roads and this happens, I am running people over. I am running your ass over. Move, bitch. Get out the way.
He heard something in the basement, but as he went to check it out, he finds this. A man under the user Me was recording a Snapchat for one of his friends. As he did laundry in the basement, he hears something behind him.
Cynicals on Thursday.
Something can be heard scratching or moving in the basement, so he goes to investigate. What the? The man suddenly runs away in fear after seeing something horrifying. As he went to check what was making the sounds, he sees this black figure hiding behind some furniture. But it was only when he went closer to it and turned around that he ran for his life after seeing this tall black figure towering over him. Now, this isn't the first time he's encountered something creepy. One night while he's outside with his cat, he sees this strange, creepy person just watching him on the road. Could this be the same creepy figure he saw in his basement?
The hair on my legs is standing up right now.
He was working on a vacant house when he sees something watching him. A man named Craig explains that while doing some construction work on his wife's grandmother's house, he decided to take pictures when he noticed something was moving inside. The man begins to record and zooms in to take a better look when something horrifying is captured. At the window, a human hand can be seen moving the blinds. Then, someone peeks out as they suddenly hide. Thinking it's a squatter, he immediately goes to the window, but doesn't find anyone. Now, things would only get weirder. On the following days, they find in the daughter's toy camera a strange picture of an old lady.
What?
According to Craig's mother-in-law, this woman looks exactly like her grandmother, who passed away in the early 80s. Whether this strange picture has anything to do with the house's strange happenings, it's unsure.
So seeing the blinds twitching from the corner of my eye is what made me go ahead and take the pictures that I did. I was actually trying to video it. But anyway, as soon as I seen this, I entered the home again, looked around in the closets, everywhere you think someone could hide. I mean, there's not many places, shower or whatever. I'd rather have found somebody in that house.
Craig explains he has no idea who or what was in that house.
It was Grandma.
She was in her storage unit by herself when she noticed something was watching her. User Dom was at her storage unit by herself, storing and moving things around since she's in the process of moving out. When she noticed at the end of the hallway the figure of someone peeking in and out.
Y'all tell me I don't see that. Oh no. I don't know if it's just a fan like going in and out, but the fuck is that? Duh. I don't. Maybe I'm bugging. No, I know y'all just see that, right? Oh!
As Dom looks to the end of the hall, what looks like the silhouette of a person is seen, peeking in and out. Dom, wanting to convince herself it's just a fan, she simply records and gets out of there. But after returning and looking around, she noticed there's no stationary fans at all that would look like that. Given the place was completely empty of cars, was this just someone living in the storage facility being a creep? Or did Dom capture something inhuman? What do you believe happened here?
I think it would be a little bit scarier if it was a creep living in there. What do you think that was? Do you think that was a ghost? Or do you think that was a creep?
He took his dog out for a walk when he hears this. A man named Xavi from Venezuela was taking his dog out for a walk late at night down an empty road near the woods when he begins to hear multiple human voices coming from somewhere nearby.
Y cuando llego aquí a la esquina, escuchen, no sé si se escucha en el video, si se aprecia. Yo no sé qué mierda es eso. Yo no sé qué es ese sonido, pero parece como si alguien estuviera llamándome. Güey, ve. No, mi hermano, yo me voy para adentro de la casa, yo. Son las 1 de la madrugada y ella tenía ganas de ir a hacer sus cosas y cuando salgo, yo no sé si es que ya bajaron los extraterrestres o que se abrió otra dimensión o es un animal, pero yo me voy. A ver si se escucha. No, papi, qué va, chao.
From within the woods, like something from a horror movie, Xavi hears multiple human voices harmonizing in an eerie, calm voice. Shelby begins to feel like he's being called by these voices from the woods. It being 1 a.m. and having a terrible gut feeling about this, Shelby ignores the voices luring him and goes back inside. On another night, Shelby hears these voices again. He doesn't believe this is some kind of animal, like a frog, but something alien-like.
¿Eh?
What do you think that can be? I have no idea. As I'm watching this, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, is it an animal? It sounds like one of those toys, if anyone remembers those like sticks that you flip upside down and it goes whoop, whoop, whoop.
They were hanging out late at night when they see this moving towards them. A man from Argentina named Eduardo Santillan was outside with a friend late at night, having drinks and talking, when they noticed from a distance this straight white balloon slowly floating towards them.
Te lo juro por Dios que ninguno nos va a creer lo que estamos viendo.
En nombre del Padre, Padre nuestro, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino. Hágase la libertad en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día, perdona nuestras ofensas como también nosotros.
Te levantas del suelo.
¿Vos tu hombro?
No. No, quédate quietito, cote, y míralo nomás.
Sagrado corazón.
Te lo juro por Dios que se me heló el pecho.
No le tenga miedo, papi.
Mira cómo se eleva.
Seeing the balloon floating in a straight line as if being held by something, the nervous man begins to pray. The balloon passes by and floats away, giving the boys a sigh of relief, believing this wasn't an evil spirit, but a simple yet creepy coincidence.
Probably is a coincidence, but it's just interesting how it doesn't look like it's being pulled, right? It just looks like it's floating stationary and just going down this line, not like someone's pulling it. I don't know. Do you think that was a ghost, or do you think it was just a coincidence? I'm leaning towards the latter.
Something was moving under the covers, but as she looked underneath, she finds this. A woman named Luna was relaxing on her bed one morning when she noticed through the corner of her eye something was moving under the covers. Having no pets, she begins to record this strange phenomena and decides to investigate it.
No sé qué está pasando, no sé. Voy a tocar para que vean que no hay ningún animal, no hay nada debajo, pero algo anda por ahí. Miren. Eso. ¿Qué harían ustedes?
Something the size of a hamster or mouse can be seen moving under the blanket, but as Luna removes the covers where this thing was seen, she doesn't find anything.
Y miren, no hay nada. No uso mascotas, no tengo mascotas, soy alérgica, mi colchón es nuevo.
Now, this could be the wind, but based on this thing's erratic movement pattern and no signs of a strong air current nearby, Luna has no idea what's going on with her mattress.
I think that might be the first time I've ever seen a mattress being possessed. Obviously it's not an animal, it's not a ghost. Could it be a ghost of an animal she had? Did she have like a cat or a dog or a mouse or something? Like, what the hell is that?
He was taking a picture for a class project when something horrifying is captured. A man named Angel Omar explains that for his class's final exam, him and his classmates went to La Roma del Norte in the city of Mexico. Angel and the other students were told to find and take a good picture of symmetry, something like a hallway or a person's face, where one side would match well with the other.
Yo estaba en mi última clase de un curso de fotografía en la Ciudad de México y como prueba final salimos a las calles de la Roma Norte a tomar fotos. Entonces el profe nos iba diciendo como que bueno, ahora vamos a hacer este tipo de fotografía, ahora vamos a aplicar esta técnica y vamos en grupo.
As Angel walks around looking, he finds this older woman in an alley, so he asks if she will be willing to let him take a picture. The lady simply looks at him in a blank expression, but doesn't talk back, like if she didn't understand him. She then begins to walk toward him. She's several feet away in this alley. A couple of guys hanging nearby start to look at Angel in a confused expression, like if he's going crazy. Seeing the lady is now centered, he takes several photos and leaves. On the following day, Angel will bring these photos to the professor, where he would ask him, "When did you take these pictures?" He tells him, of course, this was just yesterday. The professor says the woman in the photo is La Señora Socorro. She was the owner of the building and had passed away 12 years ago.
What? YouTube, that is all I have for you today. I am Nick, the Babadook of YouTube. I appreciate you sticking by and watching all the way to the end. Let me know in the comments what your favorite clip was, and send this to somebody you think would enjoy it. And if you haven't already, I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that bullshit. And after you do that, watch these videos I made for you before I block you.